Hey everyone, I'm Dan Hope, he's James Grega. This is the 11 Warriors pregame report. We're here in Lincoln, Nebraska, overcast Lincoln, Nebraska, here in Nebraska Memorial Stadium today, where Ohio State about to play its 7th game of the season against the Cornhuskers. And we've talked about it, this Ohio State team's on a roll. They've won each of their last 4 games by large margins. We think there's a possibility they could do that here again today against the Nebraska squad. It's been reeling a little bit in its 3rd season under Mike Riley.
Yeah, they've struggled this year. They had that home loss against Northern Illinois, struggled to beat Arkansas State. But they do have some offensive firepower. I think they have some really good wide receivers. Stanley Morgan, Tanner Lee's a really good pro-style quarterback. So they have some weapons, but it's been a rough start to the year for them so far.
You talk about that passing game, those weapons they have. This looks like it's going to be the toughest test for this Ohio State's pass defense since Oklahoma. They really struggled the first 2 games of the season. They've been good the first 4 games. But what are you looking for? What do you need to see out of that group today?
Well, I'll tell you, the weather that we've got today is not exactly ideal for passing the football for either side. Obviously, it's going to affect both teams. So I think, with Damon Arnett out the first half, we're going to see Jeff Okudah tested a lot in this game, I think especially in the first half. If Nebraska can take some shots at the freshman, and maybe make some plays that way, they have a chance to keep this competitive, but that's how they're going to have to do it because they're not going to be able to run the ball in this Ohio State defense.
You mentioned that weather. It's windy. My credentials flapping around a little bit here. It's rainy. What kind of test is this going to be for J.T. Barrett and the Ohio State passing offense?
The good news for them is they have 2 really good running backs that can pound the football, and I think Ohio State, we saw last year against Michigan State, against the lesser team, they struggled to throw the ball, but they found a way to win on the ground, and I think that's something that they can go to today with the 1-2 punch of J.K. Dobbins and Mike Weber. If it gets to that point, if the wind picks up more, if the rain picks up more, that's where I would go.
It feels weird to say here at Nebraska on the road, but I just think Ohio State's going to win this one big. I've got them winning 52 to 14. What have you got,
I've got
James?
45-17. I think a little closer, but I think Ohio State pulls away second half.
Thanks so much for watching. Visit 11warriors.com. Full coverage of today's game coming from Lincoln.